Glass exploded inward, a cacophony of shattering dreams, as I stood frozen in my own Lee room. The air reeked of damp carpet and betrayal. Every window in my house 19 in all lay in jagged ruins, glinting like cruel stars under the flickering streetlights of Willow Creek. I'd been gone 3 days, a quick trip to settle my son into college, and now my home was a battlefield. A single notice fluttered on my splintered front door, its HOA letterhead screaming emergency enforcement for violations I'd never heard of. My name is Ethan Ramsey, a carpenter who'd poured 12 years into this neighborhood, hammering together its very bones. I thought I knew Willow Creek, but as I stared at the wreckage, I realized the real war was just beginning. My sister, Tara, a former Army intelligence officer who'd unraveled conspiracies in hotter zones than this sleepy suburb, was about to turn this HOA's game board into her personal chessboard. What followed didn't just rebuild my windows, it reshaped our entire community. The destruction hit like a sucker punch. My house wasn't a mansion, but it was mine sturdy, with a trimmed lawn and a porch swing for me and my son, Caleb. For years, the Willow Creek HOA had been a quiet hum in the background. Dues fed the playgrounds, notices nudged us about weeds, and life rolled on. That rhythm broke 8 months ago when VY and Holt swept into the presidency like a storm front. She'd arrived with glossy promises of elevated standards and protected property values, her PowerPoint slides dazzling enough to win a landslide vote at the annual meeting. Most of us didn't know her past VY and wasn't new to power, just to us. Under another name, she'd left a wake of collapsed condo boards and hush settlements across 2 states. Red flags we'd only see in hindsight. Her reign started subtly. Within a month, 2 Longsair VY board members resigned, citing family obligations. Whispers later revealed VY's late-night calls and veiled threats if they questioned her plans. She filled their seats with a lies blank-faced yes-men who nodded at her every word. My first run-in came at a packed HOA meeting when she proposed hiring her brother-in-law's firm, Iron Gate Security, to patrol our streets. Patrol for what? We had no crime spike, and the Dula $80,000 price tag would drain our reserves. What's the threat? I asked, my voice cutting through the room's nervous hush. VY's smile was a blade. Proactive VY time, Mr. Ramsey. Some residents require oversight. I pushed back, citing bylaws. The vote passed anyway, 4-1. Then the notices began. My mailbox overflowed with petty citations. My mailbox tilt was non-compliant. My shed shade of blue was unapproved. My truck parked an inch past the driveway line. Each carried a fine, each fine a warning. I built half these homes knew their joists and quirks better than anyone, but suddenly I was the problem. When I announced my run for city council on an HOA reform platform, VY's annoyance turned venomous. At a block party, a neighbor's kid caught her on VY Deo muttering, "Ramsey's about to learn his place." Her eyes locked on my house. I laughed it off, chalking it up to her ego. That was my first mistake. The weekend I drove Caleb to college, everything changed. 3 days Friday to Sunday hauling his boxes, hugging him goodbye, feeling the ache of an empty nest. My cameras were live, my locks triple-checked, my neighbor Greg Voss keeping watch. What'd go wrong? VY's silhouette lingered in her driveway as I pulled out, her phone glowing in her hand. I thought nothing of it. Sunday night, 30 minutes from home, Greg's call shattered the calm. "Ethan, get here fast. It's bad." My gut twisted. "Fire? Break in." His voice cracked. "Just drive." Police lights bathed my street in red and blue as I screeched to a stop. Neighbors gawked, phones out, filming the carnage. 19 windows, every single one reduced to shards. Glass dusted my lawn like frost, glinting on Caleb's old skateboard, my toolbox, my wife's piano, untouched since her death 5 years ago. Rain poured through the gaping frames, soaking rugs, warping photos, ruining my Sayre VYC medals from my brief Navy stint. A cop, Officer Ryan Kessler, handed me the HOA notice. Emergency action, it read, citing unapproved window tint and non-compliant frames. Lies. The bylaws never mentioned either. One window stood untouched, the small pane by my front door etched with a navy anchor. A deliberate middle finger. Vivian watched from her porch, flanked by her board and iron gates crew, her smirk sharp enough to cut. "You did this," I roared, storming toward her. A guard blocked me, but she waved him off, voice loud for the crowd. "The HOA acted per bylaws, Ethan. Documented violations required immediate measures." She tapped the notice. "Posted Friday after you left. Non-compliance forced our hand. Replace all 19 windows with our vendor, Willow Glass, within 10 days. My cameras? Power cut before the destruction. My losses? Adula 28,000 estimate piano, floors, heirlooms. Insurance muttered about HOA clauses voiding coverage. Greg swept glass beside me, muttering, "Cops said it's legal." Papers checked out. Kessler slipped me his card, voice low. "Call me tomorrow. This stinks." I called Caleb that night, voice shaking. "Dad, what's wrong?" he asked. "Windows got smashed, son." HOA nonsense. He gasped. "That's vandalism." Call Aunt Tara. Tara Ramsey, my older sister, had spent 20 years in Army intelligence, sniffing out corruption in places most wouldn't dare tread. Now a private consultant, she didn't do half measures. "I'll handle it," I told Caleb, but the anchor window haunted me alone survivor vor amid 18 ruins, screaming intent. Monday brought VVY's next salvo. For neighbors who'd helped tar my windows got fined for unauthorized gatherings. Sarah Voss, who dared call the destruction criminal, was slapped with a DULA 150 hit for misaligned sprinklers she didn't own. I started a log. Photos, fines, emails. If Vivian was building a case, I'd build a fortress. Walking the block, I found others targeted. Maria Kessler, a librarian who demanded budget transparency, fined for her unruly garden. Jack Harmon, a retired firefighter, hit for his flagpole's height. Lisa Voss, denied a shed permit. Raj Patel, a mechanic, harassed over his vintage Mustang. Emma Tate, fined for her kids' chalk art. All had crossed Vivian. Willow Glass's quotes came in quadruple market rates. A quick records search showed Vivian's husband, Todd Holt, as a silent partner. Kids from Caleb's old soccer team showed up with tarps and tape, a 9-year-old tugging my sleeve. "Mom said you need this, Mr. Ramsey." Their kindness burned. Vivian cruised by, snapping photos. Next morning, a DULA 600 fine landed. Improper temporary coverings. Neighbors stopped meeting my eyes, fear souring our streets. Then a Lifelinian envelope under my door. Leaked HOA minutes, a sticky note. "Not everyone's with her. Watch your back." Vivian had rammed through emergency powers. No vote, funneling park funds to Iron Gate. Her guards tailed my truck, smirking. My trash cans tipped overnight another fine. Kessler called. No ground for their action, but I'm stonewalled. Someone's got pull. Vivian announced an open house of problem properties. Mine topped the list, 19 violations, 1 anchor window. I'd served my country, built this place. Now I was the VY lane. At 3 a.m., I called Tara. "It's ugly," I said, spilling the details. She listened, then sent everything, photos, notices. "I'm flying in. Touch nothing, sign nothing, document all." Her voice hardened. "They hit my brother's home. Game on." Tara landed 24 hours later, 48 and lean, her eyes scanning my property like a hawk. She photographed every shard, measured impact angles, lingered at the anchor window. "Not random," she said. "Planned. Consistent strikes, one spared for effect. Where I saw a feud, she saw a syndicate. Document, investigate, ally, strike legally airtight," she said, her laptop humming. Her contacts unearthed Vivian's past. Vivian Crane in Arizona, sued for HOA fraud, settlements buried. "She's a pro," Tara said. "Skates the line of criminal." Until now. She met Kessler, confirming the police report. 18 windows smashed, 1 spared, intent clear. Tara worked the neighborhood, her disarming smile loosening tongues. By nightfall, she'd identified 4 other targets, all vets or skeptics. Jack, fined for his flag. Raj, harassed over his car. Lisa, blocked on her shed. Maria, hit for her garden. At my house, they gathered amid the tarps. This isn't coincidence, Tara said, laying out VYN's playbook. Bylaws twisted, fines weaponized, kickbacks to Todd's firms. We're not just SAVYing Ethan's house. We're taking back Willow Creek. Tara uncovered VYN's park cameras, audio enabled. No consent illegal. It's not just windows, she said. It's control. She handed out burners, grinning. Force of habit. Operation Anchor launched at dawn. Rodri ved the old neighborhood watch chat, letting us coordinate. Jack set up encrypted logs. Lisa audited HOA accounts, tracing due 210,000 to Todd's shells. I logged every fine, every glare. Tara recruited allies. Judge Elena Harmon, paralegal Emma Tate, counselor Sarah Voss. 2 weeks in, Emma swiped VYN's drop planner post-meeting pages listing enemies. Me at the top, with notes, pressure Ramsey. Son's college. Jack, Raj, Lisa. Tara smirked. She wrote it down. Amateur. We won hearts quietly. Raj organized a cleanup day. Jack mowed lawns for retirees. I ran repair workshops. Neighbors thawed, sharing stories. Greg's fines for loud music. Maria's for her book club's noise. Tara's ex-post, 18 windows broken. 1 anchor spared caught fire. Comments flooding with HOA horror stories. A VY Deo clinched it. VYN yelling at 80-year-old Lena Tate over her non-compliant daisies. Rip them out, or we do. Raj filmed it. The news called it elder abuse. VYN's TV rebuttal. Standards protect everyone crumbled under scrutiny. Lisa's audit pinned. Dula 210,000 to Todd's firms. A city inspector, Tara's old friend, cited VYN's own house for code violations. Checkmate. Then the jackpot. Raj's new camera caught VYN bragging to Iron Gate's lead, Gary Tate. Smashing 18 windows was worth it. Leah VYing that anchor pane? My best touch. Tara backed it up 5 ways. Smoking gun, she said. We wait for the stage. VYN called an emergency meeting to raise dues 50 fan tram for security, set for Tuesday, 9 a.m. when most worked. Tara got allies time off. Elena booked a big haul. Monday night, we rehearsed. Jack, Raj, Lisa, me, Emma, Greg, Lena. Facts, not fury, Tara coached. Let neighbors roar. The hall buzzed quadruple turnout. VYN tried squeezing us into a side room. Elena stood. Bylaws require space for all. VYN rushed the vote. I raised my hand, ignored. Mister. Ramsey's not recognized unpaid fines, she snapped. Elena countered. Disputed fines don't silence members. VYN gave me 2 minutes. I faced the crowd, folder heavy. 8 months ago, I left for 3 days to settle my son at college. I returned to 18 shattered windows, 1 spared, my Navy anchor. Not random. Slides flashed. Glass on the piano. Soaked metals, the lone anchor. I'm not alone. Jack, Raj, Lisa fined for flags, cars, sheds. Lisa found due 210,000 of your dues in Todd Holt's accounts. Raj passed records. Emma showed rewritten bylaws. No vote. Tara projected VYN's voice. 18 windows worth it. Anchor untouched. Perfect. The room erupted. VYN screamed. Lies. Then deleted her phone files. Too late. Lena stood. Voice iron. I serve VY the depression. You don't scare me. The vote was unanimous. VYN and her board gone. Audit ordered. She fled, guards trailing. Saturday, 25 neighbors showed up. Greg, Emma, Elena, Lena with tools and glass. Jack's crew donated labor. Willow glass slashed rates under pressure. By dusk, 19 windows gleamed. The anchor pane now etched with a soaring Eagle Raj's gift. Grill smoked, kids ran, fear lifted. Kessler reopened the vandalism case. VYN's tape nailed her. Fraud, damage, theft. Charges piled up, Todd implicated, Iron Gate dissolved. Gary flipped, naming Councilman Neil Tate, who resigned, indicted with 2 others. Sarah led the new board. Open books, no fines without votes. Willow Creek bloomed Maria's garden, Greg's music, Lena's daisies. VYN's old house sold to a young couple, their pride flag snapping in the breeze. 3 months later, VYN picked up litter in the park, court ordered restitution at due law $450,000. Playgrounds and benches sprouted, bylaws went statewide. Caleb came home, marveling at the windows. Tara, at her barbecue, raised a glass. You didn't need me. Willow Creek won itself. A year on, Neil's network collapsed, due law $170,000 traced. My truck parked free, Lena's gnome garden grinned, and Willow Creek stood tall proof we'd fought and won. If you were the one in this story, how would you react? Would you stand up and fight back, or accept the unreasonable pressure and control from the HOA? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with more people. Your small action gives us the motivation to keep bringing you more intense and engaging stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.